Hello, everybody. Welcome. Good evening. Hello. Happy Wednesday. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to Returners Hideout number 346. We are back, and we are ready for some more Opus 29, dude. I had so much fun last week seeing all these crazy, weird new decks, and I was so distracted with the fact that Treasures of Octagoon expansion was finally coming to Final Fantasy XI private server that I play on. Things are no different this week. I am still really excited to see what's going on with the new set, and I'm also enamored with Final Fantasy XI. So, a little bit of column A, a little bit of column B for me this last week, but how you guys all doing today? Howdy, RBX Sire, good to see you. We have 10 gamers registered tonight to play, so let's just go ahead and jump right into it. I think players are at the tables, the games have started, and so shall we. Signing in on our Octagon here. A little Corsair action, everybody. A little chaos roll. No matter where I am, I'm playing card games. Oh baby, that's lucky. We got a lucky number 4. Alright, table 1, table 2, table 4, man, all these are so good. I think maybe let's watch table 3. This is going to be Key versus Richie. Interested to see what both these guys are up to. Didn't get to see any Richie gaming last week. Alright, let's get in there. Okay, so looks like we've got at least something with Oranger, Lena, maybe a mono water lean, could be water lightning. Over on the other side of the table here from Richie, let's get names up on the screen. Already a man after my own heart. I've played an awful lot of this Oranger in tournaments last season, or last set I should say rather. Let's see, this is gonna be Richie. Oh, Mog, what the heck is going on over there? This is gonna be Key. Key looks like he's playing an Ice. Oh, Ice Lightning with this Sephiroth. I wonder if we're using that new Legend Sephiroth that does all kinds of neat things with cards removed from the game, which leans into some of the warp stuff that's available in these colors. So very interested to see what's going on here. Color me interested. Played Richie last night in the sealed pre-release. Hey man, that sounds pretty fun. Okay, so we're Lusoing. Luso, of course, and search the deck for. He chooses a character and searches the deck for a standard unit that matches the element of that character. So, almost always used to set up backups. We are going to use him, target water backup, go get an Astrologian. Add 1 card to our hand, put 1 on top, 1 on the bottom. Hopefully, we put something, you know, nice to draw on top and in our hand, since our opponent is unlikely to be attacking us for an EX. And then you could take something that's just better later. 3 CP. Well, I guess we got the line of backup, but you could take like Ash, Witch of the Fens if there's Witch and monsters in here, like things that aren't ready to go yet, but are really powerful. Just put that back on the bottom, return it to the deck. We'll get there. We'll get there. No rush. We are looking for that free play backup for sure, though. On the water side of things, we did not find it off those top 3. We would have slammed it into play almost certainly. This is going to be Mog. So is this the one that just removes cards to the discard pile to Yeah, when Mog 6 enters the field, you may remove 5 cards in your break zone from the game, and when you do so, draw a card. So now we have cards removed from the game on the blue side as well. So this could be interesting because the Uriander can tap for lightning. So are both of these players doing like a lightning legend Sephiroth angle here? I'm really interested in this. Gonna play another backup Astro. Hopefully we find the Alchemist here and we can just slam that 5th backup and be ready to go. Again, looking at the top 3 cards. One to hand, one on top, and one on the bottom. At this point, putting something like an Ash on top feels great. You know, if he does have some kind of hasted attack, something will die for free. Otherwise, it's a really, really nice thing to put in your hand starting next turn. The things that you want to start putting on the bottom of the deck are backups that you don't need to play. Luso actually gets nice and big coming in for that 9K. Ooh, Zack forward. So this is another kind of forgotten Final Fantasy VII Lightning Legend from a recent set. This Zack, when he attacks, he can play those 2-drops. Very interesting. This is definitely going to be a soldier's build. I think we saw Key on something like this last week, taking advantage of the what's his name with a G. Why can't I think of his name? Genesis, taking advantage of Genesis. Alright, so we are playing Angeal. Let's read this guy. When he enters the field, he's a 7 cost. But when he enters, you get to choose 2 job soldiers in the break zone, add it to your hand, and then for just lightning and 1. So this is a lot like Fran playing Balthier. You could just play a soldier cost 4 less from your hand onto the field. You can only use the ability once per turn. Well, that's really all you need. Alright, so we're starting to play the soldier tribe out here. The soldier boys, as it were. The first up is Matt. Well, I guess first up was technically Angeal, but Matt here. First strike, job soldier. Other than Matt, you control game. This character cannot be chosen by your opponent's abilities, which is huge. And then, of course, he's got that oh so important ability to dull active job soldiers to choose a forward, and then it loses 2,000 power. So when you've got a couple of these guys on the table, usually they can delete smaller guys or chump blockers, and they definitely can dictate kind of the combat. But not only that, they kind of, it pairs nicely with damage-based things. So there's like damage-based backups and forwards, and he kind of helps the removal find its target. Now we do have the Sephiroth here. Is very cool. So discard Sephiroth to the break zone to use Sephiroth's Legend special ability. Ooh. Okay, so there's a lot going on here. So Richie plays Sephiroth. This says if any card named Sephiroth you own or removed from the game, the cost required to class him is reduced by 3, so we paid less for him. Haste and first strike. When Sephiroth enters the field, choose a character you control, remove it from the game, and draw 2 cards. So we're removing that Mog from the game to draw another 2 cards, which is why he's here. It makes a lot of sense. And then we were saying, okay, so we use the Sephiroth S ability, choose a forward, break it. Then he says, does that instant fizzle or can I Kuga? Actually, you can Kuga. It's trying to resolve right. I respond. Oh, you Kuga the wrong guy, right? Because Mag gets protection on him. Oh, yeah, I'm dumb. Now what? Oh, okay. He Kuga the wrong... He Kuga the Angel. And then Key's like, yeah, sure, I mean, fine. You can Kuga the Angel. Is it my turn now? This big dog's in the middle there. Pretty funny. Alright, so after that little game of Stack Chicken, we attack with the Sephiroth. We play Sephiroth to break him. We target Sephiroth with Sephiroth. All this stuff happens. Okay, cool. Now we're back. Whee! Alright, so yeah, it is very interesting. We are doing that mono water lightning thing, but we've added in this like Sephiroth instead. Very interesting. We just have an Ash to play. Oh no, we got another Sephiroth. Okay. Lightning Legend Sephiroth coming down a second time in this battle. So, I mean, I really like this guy. He's a signature card from this set, right? So, 5 CP becomes 2 CP, which is a hell of a good rate. Haste and First Strike. I keep forgetting that he's got Haste, too, man. Right when he comes in. Oh, June! Thank you so much. I just noticed. Sorry, I did not see the Submarino come through or that lovely RVA Snugsy emoji. Thank you, thank you. Did you crush your game? Is that what happened? Oh, you're still playing. Tyler and Kurt both reported their match at the same time. It's kind of funny. Yeah, so we're trying the Luna Freya. We've selected the Ash. Then he uses Angeal's ability to play the mat onto the field in response so that the Ash fizzles. Now he's going to say, sure, the Ash comes back to hand. We're going to use the Ash to just try to kill the mat who can be targeted. Matt's going to go ahead and drop the Sephiroth's power by 2k. This is not a bad idea since this Sephiroth has haste. And it does have First Strike, but by taking that 9k body down to 7k, you're making sure this Angel can kind of get a little more bang for his buck. Actually passing through that. Interesting. Most of us figured Brian was a gamble, since he was listed as being on League of Legends when we started the round. That's pretty funny. Must have dropped the Q. Or, he's dual wielding, dude. Never underestimate the power of a gamer, okay? Maybe my man is playing both. Now, I'm not saying he's doing either of them particularly well, if that's the case, but, you know, hey. You gotta respect the hustle. The grind doesn't stop. Hey man, I mean, Nats is sneaking up, guys. It's coming quicker than you think. All of a sudden, I mean, look at the date. We're flying through August. We're halfway through. We've only got 1 month then between, you know, us and October. It's all happening at the end of September. So before we know it, man, we've got like literally 6 weeks until Nats. Are you ready? I'm not. Time to get ready. We got Chicago coming up in just like 2 weeks here, folks. Looks like table 2, oh, correction 1, is reported. Table 1 and table 4. Looks like we had, yeah. Matt took that one 7-1 over Greg, and we had Tyler take it 7-1 over Kurt. Wonder what everybody is up to this week. Don't know if you can make any more events. You topped 2 out of 3, but you couldn't get there. Hey man, there's an LCQ for the gamers, for the Giga Chads who can manifest destiny. And anyway, this one is over, dude. The Water Gamer slammed Charlotte. We were able to get this whole Sephiroth thing cooking pretty well. This is cool. I like this a lot. Very interesting. All right, we are switching tables. I do believe we still have a table here. It's up. I had 1. This was 3. We had 1, 5. Not 5. We had 1, 4, and 3. So 5 and 2. Well, the 2 is like. Oh wait, he weren't correcting the table number, he was correcting the damage. Okay, so table number 1 is still going. My bad. Let's go to table 1. Xavier versus Irving, I think. Oh, looks like we've got a Garland deck here. I don't know if we're going to get here in time to see Garland things happen. Get this game up. Let's get these names fixed. But we've got Irving on the bottom here doing Garland stuff, and up top, the man with... Oh, never mind, his backups are just over on the sides. Because, like, the man with no backups is Xavier. Oh no, he is the man with no backups. Oh no! Things are not going well for Xavier this round. Irving, very interesting. Fire, Earth. Not a combo that we see a ton. I mean, there's Shantota being as good as she's always been. Lil T indicating there's a little bit of crystal stuff going on here, but not a ton. Elman's just a searcher. Selfie's efficient, a lot of EXs, but yeah, this is definitely a Garland deck. We've got the new Titan, we've got the new Garland, we're doing some sick shit with breaking backups. And we be drawing a lot of cards. Oh, Jack Garland is here though on the other side of the table, folks. Jack Garland limit break. We've got Garlands for days. He can't be blocked by Mars, so it's also forward, right? So he was just a little cheap limit break boy is really all he was. Cheap little limit break boy. Cheap boy. Nothing wrong with that. Mott attacking. Yeah, this one's over. We didn't really get to see what was going on here, but I'm curious. We're gonna have to check back in on an Irving game in the near future here. Let's go back to Switch because that's not it. All right, then do we have any tables remaining? Let's see. Yes, table 5. Want to see what June's up to? I think we're dead as fuck. Yeah, I mean, yeah. You know, hey. I could hear the fat lady singing. She's a beautiful tremolo. Alright, we are going to the last game here. It looks like, oh, there's a lot of green cards on the table. We've got... Oh, June is doing more of that Final Fantasy V stuff. Dude, I love that. And then on the other side of the table, it looks like Brian is actually playing a pretty standard Water Wind cast from last set. I wonder if there's any big updates for this one with the new set that are included in here for us to take a little look at tonight. Or if he's just practicing what he knows. Again, this is another one where we get here and everything seems all quiet. It seems too quiet. What's going on? Where are we at in this game? We've drawn 2 cards and we're thinking, I think. Okay, so we're on June's turn. It looks like Brian just did all this kind of stuff and he's got these 5 attackers on the board and he's basically threatening a win in 2 turns here at tops and could get there next turn with some weird Zidane stuff, so you gotta respect that as well. Just thinking through it all. Seven cards is a lot of cards in hand. Obviously, if we had something like a Shantoto, we would slam it, right? Oh, yeah, but we don't. So we're gonna have to do it the long way. We're gonna have to actually trade things out and remove things one at a time, and not as simple of a clean slate as the Totes. So Big V coming down. Vajradhara Woo. We're going to try to kill the Y'shtola, since Y'shtola can be killed by fight damage. She's blocking anything like a Shantoto that could come down this turn. So that is true that I was saying, like, oh, just Shantoto, just Shantoto. Literally, the Y'shtola is sitting right there. So we can try to kill it with Big V, which we did, but unfortunately we have Witch of the Fens, who, while we do normally think of her as just this, like, oh, she points at something and removes it, it is relevant. It's power loss. It's not damage. And it's doubly relevant here because the witch is able to use the Apkalu to reduce the power. And then our baby forward was able to easily win the fight since the power had been reduced. Now we've got Hugo coming down, choosing Witch of the Fens. So Hugo into Titan, these new versions of these dominants are so interesting to talk about. So this is Hugo. This is the old Hugo actually. So 4 CP Hugo. He primes for just 1 Earth. When he enters the field, you choose a forward, and if your opponent doesn't pay this tax, he deals it 8,000 damage. And the Titan itself is messing with their forward, so I would love to see the cards. We can just look at it and talk about it. That's that Kelger. Just some beautiful art, but no Titan yet. These gamers have still got some time. I know all the other games went really fast, but these guys have got plenty of time to figure this one out. Thinking. So we got plenty here. I mean, we just go in for the kill, right? We've got the Ishtola, the Rosa, the Witch of the Fens, the Lulu, all connecting here. Big damage. We can't quite finish it. We don't have haste on the Ochu or the Vod. We did not get our 2 CP Zidane to get haste come down, but we did put our opponent right at death's door, and the Ishtola is still winking at us from that other side of the table. I mean, as long as that Ishtola survives in play, it's going to be a huge problem for stopping any big reset. So what's our plan here? I mean, we get Noctis. Noctis searches for what, 2 retainers? Or does this limit break Noctis? He gets somebody back. Getting back Gilgamesh, we're in danger. We are in danger, folks. Gilgamesh, I don't know, is going to get us out of this situation. Gilgamesh would love for you to have 5 backups so that he gets his additional text. Even as it is, it's going to cost you something. After you play him, it's going to cost you a little extra to remove somebody, and then guess what? That person still can just kill you. I mean, we're going to pay to cast the Enkidu. Are we going to let the Ishtola thing resolve? Well, we have to declare our target first for the... It's okay, cool. Alrighty. Gamers. We got the real life stun lock, dude. Alright. We're sorted. We're sorted. Unless it was some kind of rare 8 damage Dark Knight. Yeah, this is very over. There could be. Dude, so there are ways to not die while taking the 8th damage. The way that you get in there for that 8th damage is they set up the Garnet, right? And that's okay. You can even see by the timestamps in 11, I wasn't playing this either. Got people making a ruckus outside. All right. Let's go ahead and get this into the next round. Switching, all these are in. Close this one out. I gotta go back outside and check on this thing in one more second, guys. Sorry, I'll get the next round up and then I gotta go check on what they're doing. Alright. Results. Table 5. Brian 7-1 over June. Playing with his food, as they say. Table 4. Tyler 7-1 over Kurt. Table 3. Richie 7-0 over Key. Table 1. Irving 7-3 over Xavier. And table 2, Matt 7-1 over Greg. Wow, a lot of stomps, man. 7-3 was the closest game we had. Interesting. All right. Pairings are up for the next one. What do we got? Table 1 is Brian versus Matt. Table 2 is Tyler versus Richie. Table 3 is Key versus Irving. So I am very interested in watching more Irving's game, but we did just watch Key's game. We didn't get to see Matt. We saw a tiny bit of Brian just now doing the wind water. So we know what Richie's doing, we know what Key's doing, we know what Brian's doing. don't know what Matt is doing. We don't know what Tyler's doing. We don't know what Irving's doing. Is there, of the decks that we just saw, is there one that you guys would like to see a second time in particular? The mono water with the lightning Sephiroth. We have the lightning ice, the crystal thing. I guess we want to stay with the undefeated table, and Irving got the pair down. Maybe we just go to table 1. We see what Matt is up to and see if Brian added anything new to the wind water deck. What do you guys think? Alright, let's go. Let's see. In at 7:50 and will be called at 8:30. As I died, I was a goblin got me. I was not paying attention. I didn't know I was in in an area where a goblin would look at me. Well, we tried to take the Vanadil cam on the road to an interesting location. We got zapped. We could take it to Whitegate though. These guys are going, getting ready for their thing. Yeah, the damn Gavi got me, dude. It's okay, dying at this level is like nothing. It's like nothing. Doesn't mean a dang thing. Alright, players are shuffling into their tables. We're back at Whitegate, baby. Look at that. The city of the people. He did. He basically did hit me with 3K instant speed. I mean, he gave me a couple smackaroos, but definitely I don't have my game volume on because we're streaming, so I did not realize he was giving me a little smack. Did not realize he was giving me a little booty tickle. Alright. The games are up, so let's get in. Table 1 is still waiting. Table 1 is waiting still. Okay, I guess maybe we're just gonna go to table 2. Now let's get into this one. Oh, Tyler is slamming it, dude. This is an Arden deck? Damn, I don't even have time to get the names on before he's doing some crazy shit here. So we play Arden at the beginning of main phase, one during each player's turn. If that player doesn't put one character they control on the break zone, Arden deals that player a point of damage. We did attack and then immediately hit Leviathan. Oh no, Leviathan happened in main phase 1, so we bounced the Arden back to our opponent's hand. And then said powerful. Yeah, that's pretty strong, unfortunately. Main 1, EX, why don't you go ahead and give me back a card for free for my discard pile. He added a lightning back to his hand. Yeah. That's a little rough, man. You hate to see that. Sorry, Tyler. You had a very interesting idea. You got undone by a big ol' EX. That's too good. Alright, well, we got to 5 backups, but our opponent is still coming in angry. I mean, this is now Barnabas that we're looking at. And, oh, yeah, there it is. He primes right into Odin, dude. So Tyler has got his foot. The Cinder Block is on the gas pedal. Odin now can attack twice this turn. And we can still attack with the Clive. Richie says, unfortunate matchup. He attacks and immediately hits Odin. Oh, my God. Odin kills the Clive. We attack with Odin again. It is Melazine, and now we pass. Now Richie untaps with 5 water backups, taps 1, plays Ash to kill the Odin, and the game is over. Yeah, the game it's over. It's over. All right, we're gonna go. Let's see if table 1 is ready. Let's see if table 1 is ready. Oh shit, we got Benedicta. Okay, that's a new thing to add to the cast deck. Very cool. Alright. Benedicta is going to immediately prime, so when she deals damage to the opponent or when she primes, reveal the top 2 cards of the deck, and we've got Y'shtola and Alexander. Add 1 wind character among them to your hand, or play 1 wind character among them to the field. Put the rest of the cards in the break zone. So we're going to add the the Y'shtola to our hand. Discard the Alexander. Now we're pitching 3 for Fat Chocobo. He's going to go get a backup. So yeah, we were hoping, you know, you're hoping to reveal like the Fat Chocobo or something off the Garuda. We got a little Chocobo, dude. No way, to give it haste. So we Chocobo to give this haste, and now Benedicta deals damage to the opponent, triggers again. We reveal the top 2 cards we get to play. Now, this time we're probably going to play the Y'shtola to the field. But we could add the Garuda to our hand if we wanted to. No, okay, yeah, we're going to play that. Wow, man. This is very interesting to see. I mean, it's funny because what we're watching Brian do feels like, wow, he's doing all this stuff, but it's also very, very clear that he's low rolling. So, like, this Benedicta to Garuda could have hit some crazy cards, could have even hit some backup or setup cards, but we're going a different direction. Another Benedicta has hit, but this is a Benedicta because we primed into it, so we're going to go for the Marsh. We don't have that second backup, so he doesn't have haste, but it's interesting. He's an interesting card otherwise. Marlboro is a good way to start trying to take care of this whole board. We are going to play Ochu, untap both these backups. Now, we are doing... So, sorry, that's Matt. I was saying, oh, look, Brian's playing the new cards. No. Brian is on the bottom. I didn't put the names on, and that's my fault. Brian is on the bottom right now, and he is playing... water, wind, cast stuff. And on top, we have Matt playing this mono wind Benedicta Chocobo thing. I think that's really clever. We got the Chocobo giving it haste there. Alright, so we did get Witch, and Witch with the Marlboro is a pretty good way to start clearing these stuff up. So we're able to use it, immediately remove the Benedicta problem from the table, because you don't want that thing turning sideways every turn. You saw the other Benedicta go to the discard, so you feel like you've got maybe a little bit of breathing room here. We are going for the full-blown hard-cast Lesiford. We were never brave enough to do it back in the day, but now we're playing him in the deck, so we might as well be brave enough to do it. We really want to just hit this guy for free off of the Benedicta, which is not what happened here. Top 5 cards of the deck. Play one character 5 or less on the field. We've got an 8, we've got an 8, we've got a 7. Benedicta and the Chocobo. I think we're going to pick the Benedicta just so we can do the Garuda stuff again. We're gonna keep trying to high roll until we high roll. Just keep trying. Why not? We didn't prime with Witch out. Yeah, I mean, we're Nubu goofing maybe still. Maybe we couldn't. Maybe we were out of them. I know one went to the discard early. One got killed. We didn't have any cards in our hand either, so maybe that's part of it. I mean, we got there, and we do hit the Barts in the lock. So we did high roll pretty hard here. I have to figure out which one of these we want to take. The lock is maybe the thing that actually stops you from losing the game next turn. So you got to consider it. You got to consider, like, oh man, Dull Freeze 2 of his attackers. It might be really relevant, but it's also a deck that's running Asura. So I don't know. Oh, we're going for the Garuda S? Is that what's happening right now? Oh no, it just is. It's just, for some reason, priming in Octagon makes them the same color. It makes them orange, as if they are using their S ability. Even though it's a dirty lie. Alright, Marsh coming in, and everybody's sideways. Do we just have the... Do we have, like, the Miwa? Do we have the Asura? Can we just blow out this Marsh and win the game on the crackback? Or are we really... Is this about to happen to us right now? Okay, we have a Kukulane that we're using we would like to use. I assume before Marsh attacks, or maybe after he attacks, but before he connects, like... Because the Marsh and the Garuda can both attack. So I guess, yeah, were we using the Kukulane on him before he attacked? Because that's better than just making it so that we take a damage, but he doesn't draw cards, right? Yeah, okay, there we go. That's better. Like, we're in attack phase, but I have something for you in attack prep. And that something for you is a Kukulane. No, thank you. Alright, so we, what are we putting under there? Oh, the Ochu. The die. Is he blocking here? Yeah, okay. Oh, we're using Witch of the Fens. We're using Ochu with Witch of the Fens to finish off the Garuda. Okay, because we shrunk it to 5k, I presume, with Lulu. We just didn't see any like arrows or anything like that for that. Alright. We're trying to get there. We're trying to cast as many things as we can. We're trying to get some triggers off. We don't have Rosa. We do have a lot of backups. So it's like some good things, some bad things about the position we find ourselves in right now as Brian. A little bit of riding the struggle bus right now. That's okay. Help, we're stun locked here. Judge call needed. I'm sorry. Let me come over. Judge calls please. Judge calls please. That's my bad, guys. My bad. Alright, coming in. If I Garland special and he brings in Matt and can't be targeted, what happens? Okay, hold on. Choose one forward. Okay, so you've chosen the forward, and then he makes it so that your target is illegal. That's pretty straightforward. Your ability leaves the stack. Yeah, if the target is no longer illegal, the ability fizzles. Alright, let's go ahead and do player one. That's Brian. And the top is Matt. Alright, there we go. I just looked at Tori. Sorry, I was not paying attention to the YouTube chat on the stream and saw that was illegal. Brian is playing the worst storm games of his life. I don't know this man. You're right. I mean, I also just said that, but they didn't call that out or anything. I was probably being very distracted and miscalled that. Did it have like combat damage on it from a block or something, and then get finished off? That could have been the case, but yeah, I know. I was like, oh yeah, Lulu, but that's not necessarily what happened. Alright. I don't know this guy. Who the heck? He didn't attack all his blockers with Dolt. Look, man, I mean, yeah, I'm trying. I'm trying. Alright, we are in the attack phase, and surely we are ready to lay waste to the opponent here. Playing Luso. Luxy, I did a thing. This LGS I frequent randomly had a small stack of FFTCG full arts, and I casually joked, yo, you guys bought someone's collection, how'd these end up here? The shop owner goes, oh, those are mine, I brought home, I'm gonna send out for grading, maybe. Oh, sick. I built decks for the shop and taught like 3 other people how to play. Yes, Mao! That's what I'm talking about. Let's go. That's sick. Yeah, that's awesome, man. I love that. Spread that good word. Be the pilgrim. Be that person we need. What'd you build for him? Alright, high roll mono win. Let's see what we got. We got 5 CP Yuffie against an absolute wall of dudes. Yuffie sitting on the couch with 10 dudes behind her. Let's see how this is gonna go. And she has no protection. She doesn't have haste. She does have haste. She naturally has haste. I lied. She has no protection. We're just gonna hit her with the old Alexander and call that solved, man. Easy. Yeah, man, I think those types of things are really popular. And then also, well, like you said, you made an FF9 and an FF7 deck. I think, yeah, like making decks about where people's favorite Final Fantasy or Final Fantasies that they can identify with, and then that or a job or like a something, you know, iconic from Final Fantasy that people can identify with. I think Chocobos is a perfect example. I think, you know, a deck built around a job like Dragoons or Monks or something like that is a perfect example. I think Final Fantasy 7, Final Fantasy 10, Final Fantasy 9 tribal decks, perfect example. That's cool. That's awesome. Keep doing the good work. Alright, that's it for this one. I mean, Brian got there with Storm. It was tough. Benedicta trying to do the Benedicta things early and just not really getting any great hits. Maybe we actually should have taken one of those issues. But I don't know. It's tough. You want to hit some of these big bombs and then get set up earlier, like get a lot of value early, but when you just hit like the small stuff and you don't have any backups to begin with, when you do eventually start hitting those things, you can't even really capitalize on them. Alright, let's go ahead and switch. Who else is still cooking here? We have table 1. That's where we just were. Do we have table 2? No, table 4 is still cooking. Let's go there. There's a lot of people playing right now who aren't in the tournament. I love that. Alright, let's see. Oh, I left that open. Sorry. Let's swap over. Oh, no, I didn't. Okay, we're good. Xavier top playing NBN, and Greg playing what looks like Lightning Fire. Very cool. New Tifa? No, that's New Cloud. Okay. They both have that same style going on. Get rid of these names quick. MBM, man. This is the terror of the last set. It's definitely still going to be around. Don't think we're going to see that going anywhere. The Yoshitaka Amano style. Yeah. Amano Final Fantasy VII or later stuff is always just like a little bit janky, in my opinion, but it's still official, it's still Amano. He's still doing his thing. It's just like, instead of it being like starting at Amano art and then being translated into the game, it feels like it starts with Tetsuya Nomura art, and then like Amano is doing like he's doing like his cover song. You know, he's like a cover band. And he's a hell of a musician, but he's doing someone else's music, you know. Hydrate. Oh, brother, you got it. Absolutely. For you, Muhammad. For you, Muhammad, I'll hydrate. Where's my, Here, look in the... You're gonna get a little ASMR, me pouring water directly from this thing into a cup. Oh, yeah, doesn't that sound so hydraty? Oh, yeah. Now we're gonna take a big old sipper. Ah, delicious water. Thank you, Muhammad. It did sound good, didn't it? I got like a little pitcher here with water in it, and I poured it into my Chicken Lips Tanner's cup from the Kansas Materia Cup. Shout out to Tanner's, the bar next door to Collector's Cash. Yeah, you guys enjoy that? That was the ASMR portion of tonight's stream. We're starting to branch out. It was actually good. What did you expect? What do you think I bring you? Knockoff sounds with bad quality? ASMRVA. Oh my goodness. That's it. That's exactly it. That's our spinoff. Alright, well. That one's... I can see it already. Yeah, we're gonna just shuffle cards, roll dice, pour water into cups. Get you there. Alright, is this me putting in results right now? I think it is. I think it is. Let's take a look. We've got table 2, Richie got a 7-4 over Tyler. Table 3, Irving got a 7-0 over Key. Table 1, Brian got a 7-4 over Matt. Table 4, Xavier got a 7-5 over Greg. And table 5, June got a 7-2 over Kurt. Some closer games that round. Alright, next. All right. All right, pairings are up. For round 3, we're pairing next round. The last round, Chugga. All right, brother, here. Cheers to you. Clink. Got my Tanner's cup, and we're going in for another sippa. No, sorry, not a sippa. A chugga. A chugga. Just 6 minutes of therapeutic hand shuffling? Wow, that's exactly what it would be. It would be just shuffling, hand flicking. It would be like when people snap the card down on the table. You know what I'm talking about. Or like a pack, like opening a pack, like ready? Hold on. Could be. You go like that. Oh yeah. Oh baby, it's like you just opened it here with me. Oh yeah. Oh, we got a Seymour and a foil Erenville. All right. Sure. Random pack of Journey to Discovery from Gen Con. Thank you. And then you hit it with some of those. Some of these, you know, just a couple of these, just, you know, making sure that you're, okay, that guy goes here, do this, attach that, do one of these, you know, there it is. I'm about to EX burst. Exactly, dude. Ba-ding, ba-ding. Perfect. Don't say I never did anything for you, dude. Hold on, we get some dice. We get some dice, and we've got a glass desk here, so that ought to be great. Hold on, we can get this here. Ready, guys? Oh yeah, that was good. Oh baby. How can you not? How about we got a coin? There it is. Oh baby. Oh baby. All right, that's it. That's the ASMR stream. You're welcome. All right, players are in their tables. Break key next. Yeah, you just want to hear that, like, that sound of plastic straining against plastic. I can imagine it. I can picture that sound in my head, dude. Yes. Do I have them? I've got to have them. I always have them somewhere, dude. Just piles of these fucking keys. Surely. More dice. More other things. A whole bunch of copies of Pokemon Emerald. Why? I don't know. So sometimes you end up with multiple copies of Pokemon Emerald. We got... Where are my keys at? You know why? Because I took all the keys in sight off my desk and brought them with me to Gen Con is why. I gotta introduce my accessories and whatnot. Oh, I gotta say, like, which dice they are and, like, which sleeves they are before I do them. I don't know the meta. I don't watch the ASMR. It'd be like, this is the Ultra Pro Dual Matte Copper and Courage. Yeah, today we are shuffling dual sleeve Dragon Shield clear outers. Oh, yeah, sorry, hold on. In a real whisper.
Today we are shuffling dual sleeved Dragon Shield clear outer sleeves.
My wife just looked at me really weird. I'm so sorry, guys. There's nothing sexual about this stream. At all. Alright, we're going to table 1. It's going to be Irving versus Brian. Do we want to go to that? Do we want to watch table 2? Richie versus June? This is tricky. It's tricky. June's playing the cool Final Fantasy 5 thing. I kind of want to see, like, the Dawn Warrior stuff a little more. But Table 1 could very well be our final table tonight. So we got to go to table 1. If I had a blow-up hot tub in my room, I could be top 10 Twitch in a week. Hey man, we're moving soon. Anything's possible. Anything's possible. We could redesign the entire thing from the ground up. We need casters in the hot tub. So what if we just stream? So can we stream FFTCG but cast from the hot tub? Would that boost? Would that be a big boost? Like, instead of me being like sitting at my desk and where you can hear me speaking about it, instead you could hear me like from far away and the sounds of splishing and splashing. I wouldn't see anything. I'm moving again out of the current city or the same area. I am actually moving to a different apartment in the same complex. So I am keeping things as unadventurous as possible. I like it here. I like the area. I like the scene in Raleigh. I'm not ready to leave quite yet. But my roommate is. So he is moving to LA. So we had to change the situation over here. So yeah, things will be different. I don't know what that means for us. And by us, I mean me and you guys. We're going to still be here on Wednesdays doing our thing. I don't know how much things will change, if they change at all. The nice thing about my roommate and I, we understand each other very well, and I also only do this once a week for 2 to 3 hours, so it's not really that annoying, I imagine, to have this guy popping off in the room over here. Soon I won't have anyone to worry about, not that he prevents me from doing any kind of streaming or anything like that, but, you know, who knows what kind of psychosis I will fall into. But you guys will be here to watch the entire spiral. Yeah, it'll be pretty cool, man. It's literally like a stone's throw from where I am right now. Like, I could actually... I know that that's a saying, but I could literally pick up a rock and I could hit the building that I will be moving over into. So it should be a pretty easy move, all things considered. Not that a move ever is really easy, you know what I mean? The annoying thing is I got to go through the whole process as if I'm, you know, all the change of address, all the new license, everything like that, even though I'm like moving like like 2 doors down. But it is what it is. Such is life, folks. Such is life. Alright, so what do we got going on here? We haven't really talked about it much. We've just had the game up on the screen while we talked about me moving. So Irving is playing this Fire Earth deck that's definitely all about kind of like abusing Garland and Garland-esque ability as much as you can. There's some new cards that feed really well into this like Garland deck and Garland engine. There's also a new Earth cards that work really well with Garland. Namely, there's a new Titan card that's really, really cool. People have been getting a lot of games in with these new dominants. That's the word I'm looking for. And I love them. I think all the new dominants are pretty interesting. Now I have a place to stay for NASA. It does not cost $200 plus a night. That is correct. I do now have a little inn there in LA. All right, back over here. Shantoto. We're doing Shantoto. He pays the 5. I didn't put the names up. I should. Well, he goes, uses the ability to Shantoto. I will do something after. Okay. He goes, wait, never mind. You paid already. LOL. He's like, yeah, well, I mean, you probably should have done it before he paid the extra for the Shantoto. He just wants to Chocobo the Rosa back to his hand. Okay. And then everything is going to get wiped to the Shantoto. So Irving does hit the first reset. Brian has 3 backups down, so not a horrible spot. He also got the Rosa back to hand, and now he's going into this turn with 7 cards. So very real chance that Brian just sets his board right back up this turn. Not that Irving didn't have to do something like this. Shantoto, he reset a lot of valuable things off the table. But yeah, we're starting with the Leo. We're gonna Leo into Rosa into cast 3 probably. But yeah, I think the Storm deck is kind of always ready to come back from that first reset, as long as they didn't go all in, which they very rarely will find themselves doing. Starting your turn rather with 7 cards in your hand and the Rosa you rescued is some pretty good future planning for post wipe. You know it's coming. You know you're gonna have to rebuild after it. And now look at that. We're gonna take full advantage of that here and feel pretty good about it. Yeah, Lulu being the 3rd cast. Activate those backups, returning the Alexander to our hand to just draw more and more cards, see more cards, and just kind of do our thing. So I think we're gonna have a very wide board. I think it's gonna be looking like we need a reset all over again, which is really the right way to do it here. If you are one of these Storm players, you always have to be ready for that second volley to come right out of the gate. Yeah, now Asura, we get back the Echidna, and yeah, now we've got the little loop ski here. Yeah, things are feeling really good for Water Wind. Now, what does Irving want to do in this situation? So he's got the whole board is refilling, and he's already used the reset with the Shantoto. It's tough to say, man. I mean, you want to do Garland stuff, obviously, but you can't choose the Rosa. At least Garland's S ability is an action ability, but Shola can't stop it. But he doesn't have haste, and she can stop pretty much anything that would give him haste. And yeah, it is looking mighty tough right now. Yeah, so we got the new Titan. I mean, he's worth talking about. I know he's not quite enough here, but let's pull him up. Let's look at him. So during your turn, the backups your opponent controls cannot produce CP. So this prevents things being done like a Miwa or things like that with the backups. Makes things like Amos, Rastur, Kukulate awkward. When Hugo primes into Titan 16, choose up to 3 forwards. They gain at the beginning of your opponent's attack phase. If you don't pay 1, break this forward until the end of the turn. And we did just Y'shtola that, right? So that is an auto ability. We tried to mark 3 things for death, or at least mess with his payment so he wouldn't be able to like storm so easily at the beginning of the turn. But no, we're just able to Y'shtola that entry ability, not incur that tax on our guys. And I think things are looking pretty doomed here for our player on the bottom, Irving. Which I know I didn't put the names on the screen, I'm sorry, but the game's going to be over in like a second, so I'm not putting them there now. Brian C is up top, playing as Irving D on the bottom. I don't know that Brian's got a single new card in his deck. Just kind of trying the tried and true, the strong deck that we know is good. And Irving is trying to make some new goofy shit work. We'll see. You know, this is kind of what happens sometimes when you do try to make some new fun stuff work. It takes a while to get there. It takes a while to kind of refine it. Meanwhile, there has been plenty of refining done on the other side of the table. What is Brian's deck count? He had 1 new card in it last night, and he said, "I know it is bad" every time he played it. But you, Irving says, "You gotta believe, dude." But Irving knows he's hosed. His deck count is 4. Three now. I don't see it. Oh no, so I'm sorry. I'm like 4. No, that's the cards in his hand. I can't. Guys, I'm losing my mind. He has 18 cards in his deck. Very different. No, I don't think Irving could still win this. I'm sorry. I'm sorry to mislead you. He has 18 cards in his deck. I think Irving is screwed like 10 different ways. It is 18. That's what I'm saying. It's not. Yeah, it's not 2. It's not 3. It's 18. What's the difference? What's the difference? They're just numbers. They're numbers. They're digits. They're just squiggles on a page. You know. If Wendigo gets Kukulaned, does it die, or because there are other Wendigo texts, they're fine? Let's look up Wendigo. Wendigo gets Kukulaned, does it die? When Wendigo enters the field, you may search for up to 2 card named Wendigos and play them on the field dull. When Wendigo enters the field due to your cast, play all the card named Wendigos from your break zone onto the field dull. Oh, because he says, because there's other ones. If Wendigo gets Kukulaned, does it die, or because there are other Wendigo texts, they're fine. So you play the Wendigo and you Kukulane him before you may search for up to 2 card named Wendigos and play them on the field. Oh, interesting. So it removes the field ability that says you can play 2 or more card named Wendigo. So if another Wendigo is in play. Alright, sorry, just answering some rules question stuff about Wendigo. Alright, glad we could help with Wendigo. Interesting card, interesting ruling. But yeah, so to answer that, so sorry guys, I was looking at Discord. I always try to walk it backwards for you guys once I'm done with the ruling. His question was, if Wendigo gets Kukulane, does it die? Because there are other Wendigo attacks, they're fine. Which is, you know, that is a little bit vague. It doesn't quite ask, like, if he gets Kukulane, does it die when? Like, in what situation? So I basically was saying, hey, if another Wendigo is already, if there are multiple Wendigos in play already and that field ability is active somewhere, it's still true, right? But if you Kukulane the one that is played before the others come out, it does remove the field ability. So what I said is, if there is no active field ability that allows you to play 2 or more Wendigo, you cannot play them. So yeah, basically, if they Kukulane your Wendigo after he enters the field, but before you get the other guys out, you can't play multiple Wendigos. But if he says, Kukulaning on entry works, but blanking one does not kill it. Right, correct. As long as there's another one on the field that is allowing you to have multiple Wendigo, that's just true, right? It is a field ability, so it doesn't use the stack. All right, looking back over to what happened here. Oh well, this is over. We're all dead. 6 cards deep, man. The issue at 5 was big. I was like, crap. Yeah, I was ready to land the other one. You going to Florida? No, blah, blah, blah. See you there, blah. Okay, cool. So yeah, this one, yeah, Irving definitely got blasted, but hey, you know, working on some new cool Garland stuff. On the other side of the table, Brian, just practicing for some big tournaments that are coming up, man. You know, you want to do as well as you can at these. You want to earn that Worlds event. You want to get some good prizing. But you also got to get ready to put up a good performance at Nats. So it is time to start thinking about which decks you're going to bring as those 2 decks, right? It is going to be that 2-deck format again. This is the set we will be playing Nats on. So starting to look at what things do and don't overlap with other decks. Things like this deck are very self-contained and can be really appealing as far as choices for that event. So not surprised to see people starting to take testing some of those decks very seriously. So what did we end up with on our results? Table 2, Richie did beat June, which means Brian and Richie have a tiebreaker. All right, tiebreaker between these two guys. And here I put my goblin outfit on for you guys. Hold on. There you go. We gotta get Tori one of these outfits for Halloween. Or just general use. So we'll see when this tiebreaker populates. Oh, it's already ready. All right, let's get in there. All right, so Richie on the bottom, we did see him in round one. He's got a pretty cool deck tonight. He's playing, is very similar to these other styles of the quote-unquote mono water with lightning splash that we've seen. But what is he using his lightning splash for? Obviously the multi-element lightning, as everyone is. But he is using it to play the new lightning Sephiroth, which cares about if you have cards removed from the game. He has a much cheaper cost, only 2 CP. He has haste and first strike, enters and kills the thing if you remove one of your own characters. And one of the cool things is we've got this little Mog that came out in a recent set, who is this really efficient tempo play that just generates a card. It's like this cute little cantrip, but it does also remove cards, which kind of triggers that Sephiroth. And then he is also a character for us to sacrifice to the Sephiroth ability. So I think there's some really, really interesting little synergies there that make this deck pretty neat and interesting to me. How many more times can I say interesting in one sentence while describing a deck? All right, there we go. Alright, so we're both taking it a little slow at the beginning, which Richie loves to do normally, but I do think against these cast decks, sometimes you gotta kind of go quick. So one way or the other. I mean, sometimes you can go fast and punch them, but the mono water's not very good at going fast, so mono water can try to take them with the deck out, you know? Just hang on long enough, win the trade battle over and over again, have enough things to screw with them on their turn that disrupt them, and then every time that you disrupt them and they were drawing all these cards and stuff, it really accelerates them towards deck out. So things like Kukulane, well-timed Kukulanes on their turn, Miwas, something that has been helpful, Lenaing things in. Witch of the Fens does a very good job of extending a game and pushing your opponent towards deck out. So a lot of times those are some of the things that Water's focusing on. Although there's not really any Witch here, there is like a very angry, aggressive Sephiroth. So it may be more of that, fast aggression that we see instead. I don't know, it'll be interesting. New deck goofing. Ba 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 Ba-ba-ba. No, so this is the Mog, man. Here he is. Look at him. Look at this cute little nugget doing his thing. So when Mog 6 enters the field, you may remove 5 cards in your break zone from the game. When you do so, draw 1 card. So he's got this really cool synergy with the Sephiroth, which we will see hopefully soon. Things are low and slow on the other side of the table here. Wind, I mean, that's the wind water deck though, right? We're sitting there and we're mathing, we're thinking, okay, what turn's the turn where we're going to want to do this stuff? What do I want to hold on to for said turn? What do I want to spend now? How much do I want to get in play versus just hold a hand of 5? Richie's deciding how much do I want to overcommit. We're going to play the Sephiroth. Okay, so if any cards you want to remove from the game, they are, thanks to the Mog. Cards named Sephiroth you want to remove from the game. So he's only a 2 CP. He's got haste and first strike. When he enters the field, we choose a character we control, removing it from the game and drawing 2 cards. So we are removing the Merrillwib to draw 2 cards instead. Oh, that's right. Sorry, he doesn't choose a part and break it until you use his S ability, but the S ability sure is just S. That feels pretty good. Alright, so we're doing the things as the Storm player. We're developing our Venera, we're getting the Goblin, searching out a Princess Sarah, no doubt. Assuring everything up. Alexander, we're gonna activate our stuff. Yeah, she doesn't just search goblins, although it's Job Goblin or card name Goblin. She searches the Princess Goblin. Dude, you could fall asleep during these turns and then wake up and not miss a thing. Alright, we finally ended there. We played everything out. We played it out. Got to 4 backups. Got a couple bullets in the chamber. Then played a Witch of the Fens. Thinking, alright, we're going to at least be able to remove the Sephiroth. Things aren't going to be so bad. Oh, and then we're just going to Charlotte. Actually, we should have used some of those Witch of the Fens action abilities. We didn't know that Charlotte was in here, probably. Charlotte comes down and just says, actually, you can't use Witch of the Fens action ability. Also, I'm going to play Ash and just delete your Witch. That's gross. What a crazy thing to drop. I'm not going to lie, Greg's Fire Lightning deck this week was interesting. A lot of RFG exploits going on. That's cool. We didn't get to see a whole lot of his. We are attacking here with the Mog. None of these things can activate as forwards because of Charlotte. Pretty powerful. Yeah, Mog, Sephiroth are both going to connect. Asura to do what? You can't. He can't activate. He can't activate it. Wait, he can't activate it. Oh, never mind. It wasn't a forward. Sorry, he can't activate it. I'm sorry. Charlotte just says the forwards your opponent controls. So he can absolutely activate that monster. That's my fault. Sorry. And we had an answer for it. We Sephirothed him with the Telluric Fury. And we blasted it, dude. Sephiroth removed by new Zidane triggers his own cost reduction when cast via Zidane. Yeah, dude, Zidane is a crazy cool card. There's a lot of interesting stuff going on under the hood with that guy. Absolutely. Let's see. Need that. So we're using Vaughn Limit Break on the Charlotte. Vaughn enters the field. You control 4 or more wind characters. You activate all the backups you control. If you control 4 or more water characters, choose the forward loses 8,000 power until the end of the turn. So we're just going to drop the power of this Charlotte by 8,000. It does not prevent it because this only prevents damage. So it's a pretty good answer. Vaughn is able to delete the Charlotte and unlock our ability to use those action abilities on our Witch of the Fens. Also, just a cast from Limit Break that activates our backup, so it feels pretty good for extending a cast turn. So let's see where the rest of this turn goes from here. it feels like Brian has a couple different ways he could make this one work out. And Richie was even saying he was thinking whether or not he was going to let the Charlotte thing go, and then he said okay. So there's got to be something there that he has ready to respond with. Unsure what that might be. Because I don't know if we saw him playing any cancel levies so far. Boom, 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 cat. Boom, boom, cat. Using Lena's S ability, bringing out Witch probably. Yep, there she is. Witch of the Fens comes into play. We did get rid of that Charlotte, bless, so the Witch of the Fens is actually able to use her action ability. We are going to cast Alexander the long way. Oh no, we played the Vaughn this turn, right? So we're going to cast the Alexander to kill the Sephiroth here. Must have drawn it off of the Witch. Otherwise, very interesting timing. Trying to force any S if there was one from Sephiroth there. There wasn't. Sephiroth goes to the break zone. And we're going to start attacking. Ochu's swinging in. Now, if the Ash blocks, we can remove the Ash by sacking up Kalu to it with Witch of the Fens, and then the Ochu clears, which is exactly what just happened there. All right. Oh boy. Bum 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 bum. Ma, get in there, dude. All right. Yeah, I mean, this is what happens. So now the cast guy, we've gotten wide. We cashed in our second Witch. We were able to remove all the water threats. Water's going to be able to reproduce more threats in the near future. Wind water has to get wide enough and start getting ready to take the game in 2 turns. Mono Water is trying to hold on. So 16 cards left in the deck for Brian. No damage taken yet by Mono Water. And Mono Water still has some tricks up the sleeve as far as contesting this board over the next few turns. So this is not over yet. The bum 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 bum. Oh my goodness. That's how it goes, dude. The Ash comes down, kill the Ashtola. Pretty easy peasy. 1 CP, delete your answer. Ashtola's just gonna go. I mean, there's nothing about that. That just happens. Only 2 damage is a really good way to get out of that turn for Mono Water. We get to play Water, Lightning, Lightning, Dull. The Lulu draw a card, extending our turn even further, producing more Great Blocker Bods. Still tricky. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4 attackers guaranteed as it stands on the other side of the table. Richie even typing in the chat. He's unsure. How much further do we go here? Do we hold more things and play efficiently? Do I actually have to commit more to the board? I think it might be the latter, especially with an unspent limit break deck. I do think we have to commit a little bit more to the board here. He's probably just deciding how far he wants to go with that commitment. Are we doing something like a Titus? I don't know. Looks like we are going for a 5 CP. It is probably Titus. Yeah, there is Titus coming down. Hoping that our opponent doesn't have that witch answer. We did not hedge against it, so if he has the ability to bring that back, we might be in a little trouble. But I guess it would be showing. I can check his discard pile and see if there's letters there. Sorry guys, just answering a question on the other screen. Selling Puppet Master parts, you know how it is. Kukulane to the table. So, are we doing this before the lightning attacks, I assume? Just we did a bad job. I mean, these guys are probably not in voice chat together. Oh no, we're pitching it to activate Echidna. Okay, now we're attempting to block the lightning with Echidna. And Richie says sure. And we're just going to leave it there. Okay, so we've got Zidane, Lulu, and Echidna. The thing about Echidna, too, that's tricky, and one of the reasons I don't think Richie hated so much the Echidna blocking there is when it does attack or block, it draws a card. And like I said, you know, Richie's really going for the deck out strategy at this point. It's looking like he might get there. I mean, 11 cards left in the deck for Brian, and every activation of Echidna is going to take more and more away. Wow, 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 wow. Zidane's milling our opponent. We're hoping as the opponent, you're like, please hit two of the same color so you could draw a card, but no, it is going to be Irvine and Leviathan, unfortunately. Getting away with murder there a little bit on Brian's side of the table, not having to draw an extra card off of that Zidane. Maybe he was trying to draw the card to have more to do, I don't know, but it is... We have developed the body and we have not punished our deck count, which may just determine this game. Tovarish, thank you so much. Gifting a tier 1 to Mr. Final Max. Kirk, congratulations. You deserve the sub. If anyone deserves it, it's you, sir. And thank you very much, Tovarish. I appreciate you and your support. Very kind. Spread that community love. Looks like a no-go on the... yeah. Little realm theme for you guys. Alright, so we got to punch through the mono water. The bodies are 10 or they're 9Ks typically, although it does look like they are currently reduced, right? Thanks to some shenaniganry. Yeah, we are counting the cast now. Richie is saying 4, making sure that he's got the cast right. Obviously, the Rosa and all this stuff is happening. Both of those forwards have been marked from combat. So now, when we go get that Luso and we play the Luso and it does the board-wide damage, we will actually remove the Ash and the Titus, which is big. But we're on the other side of combat, right? Yeah. So we are doing all this, which is great, and we're going to play the Luso, which is great, and we're going to remove those 2 threats, which is great. But those threats were a Titus from Limit Break and an Ash. I mean, that was the only Ash we've even seen, right? My man is going to put the same exact shit on the table next turn. It's literally going to be like... It's like, we could just play Ash again immediately. We could play Sephiroth here. Yeah, Uriandra is tapping. It might be Sephiroth time. It's Melazine. Okay, Melazine's gonna steal one of our opponent's characters. Then we're gonna play Sephiroth, snap our opponent's character into the bin and draw 2 cards. Oh, I love that. Give me that Luso. And then hit it with a little snip snip. Ba-ba-ba. Hideout. There we go. Shell P, that's what I thought. Boy, this Sephiroth is really cool. Getting to see this guy a couple times tonight, kind of doing his thing. Greg had a cool Sephiroth deck. This is a totally different cool Sephiroth deck. I think this card is really good. And people finding all these different ways to kind of meet that condition, which is cool. Giving him Luso seems wrong. You're saying it's not. Melcy, doesn't she pick? Yeah. So what are you saying he should? What was he gonna do? Like Chocobo it back or something? Does he have the Chocobo? Do we know he has the Chocobo? Maybe he has another Luso in hand. I mean, my guy's got 6 cards left in his deck. He's got to be kind of careful on that too, you know? It's not looking so hot for him, kind of from every angle. He is up against the wall. Oh, the Zidane taking our opponent's cards, giving us more cards to play, thank God. Zidane does have haste there. We reveal a Thornton. That's not going to help too much. Unless one of those last 5 cards in our deck is really crazy. Gamers, this one's coming down to the wire. Oh, my music. There it is. Okay, I was like, where's the music? Don't know why I was thinking it was like Chaos. Yeah, no, he doesn't pick which one. Melusine chooses one, but it has to be 4 or less. That's the rub. Bum 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 bum. Odin. Removing some lightning cards, yeah, just enough. I mean, the 60p Leviathan helps. We're gonna Odin here. We're going to kill. Nope. No, my auto scroll's way late, way off. We're typing Yeah, we're gonna Odin the Rosa, and now go to our turn here. Okay. Opponent has 3 cards left in his deck. Does Ash? Yeah, Ash kill the Witch of the Fens. Yeah, I mean, it's starting to look pretty tough here. Ash kills Witch of the Fens. Zidane and Lulu are still here. Zidane, Lulu, and Echidna are all attackers. There's 3 cards left in deck, so technically we can draw for turn and activate attack with Echidna. So we do need to, just in case, like an Alexander or something is pulled, we need another forward so we don't just die. This Ash is not enough. But we're really close. I mean, things are looking pretty good. Pretty good. Zoral Ja, dude. I love Zoral Ja. I don't even know that we've seen him in any of these other games from Richie, but he's got that haste, he's got that dog in him. We're at damage 5, he's just going to kill both forwards. Yeah, I mean, feels pretty good. Puts them all out of damage, and now it's over because we cannot attack with Echidna. We have no attackers on the table. That's going to be a GG for Richie with the mono water with a little splish splash of lightning. I think a very cool way to incorporate that new Sephiroth card. Very, very neat. And lightning water has just been on such the come up for the last few sets. It has just been getting better and better. So it is cool to see even more variants of it, even more different ways that people are trying to make that see a lot of play and do a lot of work. So congratulations to Richie for taking it this week. I mean, I know that I'm literally doing this premature, but I don't think so. It's the last turn. Brian has to make a miracle happen. A meteor has to strike Richie where he sits. And even then, we might still give it to him. So, yeah, just going to show the last things I have are these few cards. Can't even play the Witch of the Fences. It triggers a draw. Can't play Arcalos. It triggers a draw. GG. So, congratulations to Richie taking it this week. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in and sticking with us as we got to see 4 rounds of FFTCG action this week. If you missed the earlier actions, we had, or the earlier matches, sorry, we had Lightning Fire with some RFG Sephiroth stuff going on. We had Mono Wind with Benedicta and Lizaford and some of those big Chocobo things. We had Fire Earth Garland stuff going on. We had Ice Lightning Soldier stuff going on. A lot of really cool stuff happening this set. Take a peek and get inspired, dude. Thank you guys, chat, for hanging out with us tonight. Thank you to everybody for playing. And congratulations again to Richie for taking this one with Mono Water with a splash of lightning. Take care, everybody. See you next time. Bye-bye. 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 Bye-bye.